Hello, book readers, and this is the B-side book reviews. Now, I have a few more days before my leave runs out and I have to go back to work. See, I lost my stylish wrap. It's no longer here, but I have this not-so-stylish scar where I ripped my tendon right there off my elbow. Not recommended, by the way. So, I'm going back to work in about a week, so we have a few more days, so let's look at a few more books. Okay, so let's do a real simple one here. Judging Sara from the love-inspired romance Christian novels, which my mother just used to adore. So, to read this macho book, let's get a macho brew. Well, not so macho book, but you can still have a macho brew. And let's take a look at Judging Sara. And feel free to hum along with your favorite Sara song, like I think Hall & Oates had Sara Smile, Starship had Sara, Fleetwood Mac had a song named Sara. Lots of Saras, Sara, Sara, Sara. Okay, as for the spoiler alerts level, I would rank it somewhere between, I don't know, medium low down to pretty much non-existent. Why? Because it's a romance story. That means we pretty much know how it's going to end somewhere after the first paragraph. The rest of this is all just kind of fluff. Okay, Sarah Michaels is an up-and-coming singer in the Christian music biz on her way to a successful career and a possible crossover to the pop charts. She has one problem though. Actually, she has like maybe 3 or 4 problems. Now, Sarah had a questionable upbringing with a loony mom who had a weakness for loser guys. Okay, that's fairly normal in my circle. Now, she also has this publicist named James, who's just everything a girl could want. He's a good guy. He's religious, decent at his job, easy on the eyes, and has a major thing for our Sarah. So the problem is, well, he just doesn't melt her butter. What a bummer, dude. Oh yes, she also has this stalker who's sending her a hateful mail. Okay, that's a little messed up. So what's this young Amy Grant type girl to do? Well, her manager hires a bodyguard. Just not any bodyguard, though. She hires Crow. Yes, Crow is his name. Danger is his game. But, dear readers, not his real name. He's actually an undercover cop who's doing this bodyguard thing as a side job to get his head straight. And he's a bad boy. Not only has he named himself after a large, black, annoying bird, he has long hair, which is mentioned far too many times in the story, by the way. And this bad boy hair is complemented by a bad boy barbed wire tat on his arm. Barbed wire tattoo? Oh, that's so 1990s. Yep, he's a complete contrast to the squeaky clean nice guy James. So, let's guess which guy Sarah's gonna go for. Crow, maybe? Wow, we didn't see that one coming, did we? Told you. First paragraph, all you need. First paragraph. I'm not sure I could have handled being around this Sarah chick much more than 10 minutes at a time. She seemed to be moody, judgmental, wasn't sure what she wanted, and she assumed way too much. Wait a minute. I think I might be married to her. Now, even though Sarah was trying to live the squeaky clean life, intimacy before marriage, heavens, sir, what kind of sword foul hussy do you take me for? She did have a bit of a wild streak in her. She liked beer, and I have a feeling that once the ring was on her finger, she'd be up for pretty much anything. Now, Crow was your normal badass cop, snack on danger, dying on death kind of guy. A real Cobra kind of fellow. A Stallone movie reference there, Cobra. But he could have had a better tattoo. Barbed wire? Really? That would even make a Metallica roadie cringe. Well, maybe not a poison roadie though. Actually, my favorite characters in the book were the two other women in Crow's life, his sister and his ex-partner, who we meet only briefly. Now, I would have loved to have read more about their tattoos. Now, you had to feel a little sorry for James, even though he was a bit of a jerk at times. Then, of course, there was Sarah's mom, who was to blame for most of Sarah's problems, and somehow seemed to be behind pretty much everybody's issues as well. Wow, maybe we should have been judging her. Now, there was never any mention of Sarah's father. I guess that's for the next book. See, we judged Sarah in this book. I guess we sentenced her in the sequel. Sequel, sentencing Sarah. That's not real easy to say. Say that real fast. Sequel, sentencing Sarah. Sequel, sentencing Sarah. Okay, I can do it. This is the book my mom gave me from her love-inspired Christian romance book. Yeah, I definitely hid the cover of this book when I was walking through the hallways at work. And cover it with my muscle car book. There we go. Now I realize someone like me was not the target audience that this book was written for. But even with that in consideration, I felt the book was just a little too, what's that word I'm looking for? Mushy? How about soggy? Pasty? Slushy? Now the first page starts out with James kissing Sarah, and she's rating his kiss as a little less than earth-shattering. Wow, do women really do that? And of course, the first time Crow is with Sarah, he lays a smack on her that definitely brings out the hoe in her. My words, not our author's, no. Now he does this just to prove to her that he can. Wow. Do guys really do that? Now the book did have a few twists and turns in it. And one did wonder if Crow and Sarah would find each other in the end, and wait a minute. Of course they would find each other. I knew how this book was going to end after reading one page, after the second Crow was even mentioned. It's a freaking romance book after all. There were two guys. There was James. There was Crow. Okay, she didn't like James. Who does that leave? Crow? Solve for X. It's basic algebra. Algebra in romance novels. Crow. X. Considering this book was probably written with the post-menopausal, bored out of their brains women who are married to Mr. Squeaky Clean, never melted my butter in mind, I knew the book wasn't going to be the Iliad, or the Penthouse Forum for that matter. Now I did find myself cringing at times as the book described how Sarah's outfit showed off her curves of womanhood, over and over and over, as I remember, to the point where any red-blooded man just couldn't control his sexual thoughts. And if that wasn't enough, the book went on to tell how Crow's masculinity would bring vile thoughts to even the most prudish of Amish grandmothers. Okay, maybe the book didn't go to that extreme, but It got about as close as a religious book dared to go. So there we have it. Sarah has been properly judged. Oh well, what do you want for $2.98? Okay, I've got nothing left. Just go read a book.